The top nutritional deficiency behind constipation. Most people never suspect it. Have you been eating more fiber, drinking more water, taking probiotics, and you're still constipated? What if the real problem isn't your colon at all? What if the muscles and nerves that push food through your digestive system are literally running out of energy? Today, we're talking about one of the most overlooked nutritional deficiencies linked to chronic constipation: vitamin B1, also known as thiamine. Most people have heard about vitamin D, vitamin B12, magnesium, or iron, but very few people realize that without enough thiamine, your digestive system may not have the energy it needs to keep things moving. And here's the surprising part. Many people who are low in thiamine don't even know it. Their blood tests can look normal. They may have fatigue, bloating, acid reflux, brain fog, anxiety, and constipation for years before anyone thinks about vitamin B1. By the end of this video, you'll understand how thiamine affects your digestive system, what causes a deficiency, who is most at risk, and why correcting this one deficiency has helped some people regain normal bowel movements. Let's begin. To understand why thiamine matters, we first need to understand how constipation actually happens. Most people think constipation simply means you're not eating enough fiber, but moving food through your intestines requires thousands of tiny muscle contractions every single day. These movements are controlled by your nervous system, especially something called the enteric nervous system, often referred to as the second brain. This network of millions of nerve cells coordinates digestion from the moment food enters your stomach until waste leaves your body. But nerves and muscles have one thing in common: they require enormous amounts of energy, and that's exactly where vitamin B1 comes in. Thiamine is essential for turning the carbohydrates, fats, and proteins you eat into usable energy inside your cells. Without enough thiamine, your cells cannot efficiently produce ATP, the molecule that powers nearly every process in your body. The organs that suffer first are the ones with the highest energy demands: your brain, your heart, and your digestive tract. When the nerves controlling your intestines don't have enough energy, the signals that trigger bowel movements can become weaker and slower. Instead of moving smoothly through the intestines, food stays there longer. As it sits, more water is absorbed. The stool becomes dry, hard, and difficult to pass. This can lead to constipation, bloating, abdominal discomfort, and that frustrating feeling that your bowels never completely empty. Researchers have known for decades that severe thiamine deficiency affects the nervous system. One well-known condition caused by extreme deficiency is beriberi, where nerve damage can affect many organs, including the digestive tract. People with severe deficiency may experience delayed stomach emptying, poor intestinal movement, nausea, loss of appetite, abdominal discomfort, and constipation. Even though severe deficiency is less common today, many experts believe mild or functional deficiencies may be more common than people realize, especially in individuals with chronic illnesses, digestive disorders, or diets high in processed foods. So what causes thiamine deficiency? The first reason is surprisingly simple. Modern diets contain enormous amounts of refined carbohydrates and sugar. When grains are processed into white flour or polished rice, much of their natural thiamine is removed. At the same time, your body actually needs thiamine to metabolize carbohydrates, so a diet high in sugar and refined starches can increase your requirement for vitamin B1 while providing very little of it. Another major cause is chronic stress. Physical stress, infections, surgery, inflammation, and emotional stress all increase your body's demand for nutrients. Your cells burn through energy faster, which means they may require more thiamine than usual. Digestive problems themselves can also reduce absorption. Conditions like inflammatory bowel disease, celiac disease, chronic diarrhea, or previous gastrointestinal surgery may decrease how much thiamine you absorb from food. Ironically, digestive problems can create nutritional deficiencies that make digestive problems even worse. Alcohol is another major factor. Heavy alcohol consumption reduces thiamine absorption, decreases storage, and interferes with its use inside cells. This is why thiamine deficiency is well recognized in people with alcohol use disorder. Certain medications may also contribute. For example, long-term use of some diuretics can increase the loss of water-soluble vitamins, including thiamine. Some medical conditions that increase urination may also raise thiamine losses. Who is most likely to have low thiamine? People eating highly processed diets, individuals with diabetes, older adults, people with digestive disorders, those experiencing chronic stress, people who drink alcohol heavily, individuals after bariatric surgery, and anyone dealing with unexplained fatigue together with digestive symptoms. Now here's something that many people find fascinating. Constipation may not be the only clue. Because thiamine affects energy production throughout the body, deficiency can produce symptoms that seem completely unrelated. Low energy energy, brain fog, poor concentration, muscle weakness, cold hands and feet, fast heartbeat, acid reflux, bloating after meals, poor appetite, anxiety, and constipation. Not everyone experiences all of these symptoms, but seeing several together may prompt a discussion with a healthcare professional about nutritional status. So, how does correcting a deficiency help? When someone who is truly deficient restores adequate thiamine levels, the cells involved in nerve signaling and muscle function can begin producing energy more effectively again. Over time, the nerves controlling intestinal movement may function better, helping improve gut motility. For some people, bowel movements become more regular, bloating decreases, digestion feels smoother, and overall energy often improves as well. It's important to understand that this doesn't happen overnight. Recovery depends on the severity and duration of the deficiency, underlying medical conditions, and whether other causes of constipation are also present. You may have heard stories online about people taking high-dose thiamine and seeing dramatic improvements. While there are clinicians and patient reports describing benefits in selected individuals, responses vary greatly from person to person. High-dose supplementation is not appropriate for everyone and should not replace medical evaluation for persistent constipation. So, where can you get thiamine naturally? Some of the best food sources include pork, legumes like beans and lentils, sunflower seeds, whole grains, fortified cereals, peas, nuts, and nutritional yeast. Eating a varied diet rich in whole foods helps support healthy thiamine intake. If you're considering a supplement, remember this: taking vitamin B1 won't fix constipation caused by dehydration, hypothyroidism, medications, pelvic floor dysfunction, bowel obstruction, irritable bowel syndrome, or inadequate fiber intake. That's why identifying the underlying cause is so important. If your constipation is severe, persistent, accompanied by blood in the stool, unexplained weight loss, vomiting, severe abdominal pain, or lasts for weeks despite lifestyle changes, you should seek medical evaluation promptly. Here's the bottom line: constipation isn't always just about fiber. Sometimes it's about energy, and vitamin B1 is one of the nutrients your nerves and digestive muscles depend on to keep your intestines moving. For people who are truly deficient, correcting that deficiency may improve gut motility, reduce bloating, and support healthier bowel function. But vitamin B1 is not a miracle cure, and constipation has many possible causes. The smartest approach is to look at the whole picture: nutrition, hydration, physical activity, medications, medical conditions, and overall digestive health. If you've been struggling with constipation for months or even years, despite doing everything you've been told, discussing nutritional deficiencies, including thiamine, with your healthcare provider may be worthwhile. Sometimes the missing piece isn't another laxative. Sometimes it's giving your cells the nutrient they need to produce the energy that keeps your digestive system working the way it was designed to. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because every week we uncover hidden nutrient deficiencies and simple science-backed ways to support your health naturally.